What if the person your heart has been waiting for already feels you, even now, even before you meet? What if there is a thread, soft and golden, stretching between your heart and theirs, quietly pulling you closer with every breath you take? Dear one, this message found you today for a reason, and by the end of it, you will understand why. Before we go any further, I want you to do something simple. If you feel this message speaking straight to your heart, comment the word thread below, just so I know you are here with me, receiving this. It only takes a second, and it helps you feel connected to everyone else on this journey with you right now. Now let's begin, dear one. The love that is meant for you is not random. It was never left to chance. From the moment your soul came into being, a plan was already forming, quietly, patiently, weaving your life towards someone whose heart was made to walk beside yours. This is not wishful thinking. It is a truth that lives deep inside you, even on the days you forget it. There is an invisible thread that connects you to that person. You may not have met them yet. You may not even know their name, but the thread is already there, humming softly, carrying your hopes toward them and theirs toward you. This bond was not created by luck. It was crafted with care, with purpose, and with a love far bigger than either of you could imagine on your own. But here's something you need to know, dear one. Even the most beautiful plans can be tested. Not broken, but tested. There are quiet forces that try to dim this thread, that whisper doubts into your mind, that pull your attention toward things that do not truly matter. These forces are not stronger than your bond. They are simply here to see if you will remember the truth of who you are and what you are worthy of. That is why this moment matters so much. You are not here by accident. You are here because something in you is ready to understand this connection more deeply, to protect it, and to let it grow. The hard moments you have lived through were never meant to break you. They were meant to wake up the strength that has been resting inside you all along. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. A very special thank you to dear Gail, Such, Sandy and Mary for sowing your seed for Soulmate here through Ko-Fi link. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you always. Thank you for your beautiful support. Blessings always. Let's know what angels want us to know. Stay with me a little longer, because what I am about to share holds real answers, the kind you have been quietly searching for. You are going to learn how this invisible thread works, what tries to weaken it, and most importantly, how you hold the power to keep it strong. This is only the beginning of a journey that can change the way you see love, and the way you see yourself, forever. Now let's talk honestly about what can weaken this bond. The biggest threats are not out there in the world. They live inside your own mind. Fear, doubt, and feeling out of alignment are the three things that quietly work against love more than anything else. Fear likes to whisper that you are not enough, or that the right person will never find their way to you. Doubt questions whether this connection was ever real in the first place, casting a shadow over hope. And feeling out of alignment happens when your daily choices, distractions, or a shaky sense of faith slowly pull you off the path that leads toward the love you deserve. None of these forces are solid or permanent, but they can feel very real, and they can quietly create walls that get in the way of what is trying to unfold. Maybe you have felt seasons in your life where love felt far away, where the silence felt heavy. Those seasons were not proof that nothing good is coming. They were simply tests, gently strengthening the faith you will need later. When fear and doubt take hold, they do not break the thread itself. What weakens is your belief in it. The connection thrives on trust, on love, and on the quiet certainty that you are meant for something good. Without that certainty, the bond does not disappear, but it becomes harder to feel, hidden under layers of worry. Here is the truth, dear one, and I want you to really sit with this. Nothing outside of you can end what was meant to be. The only way this connection can ever be lost is if you let go of it yourself. That means the power to protect it has been sitting inside you the whole time. Every time you choose love instead of fear, trust instead of doubt, and alignment instead of distraction, you make the thread stronger. Every small choice adds up, quietly reinforcing the sacred plan that is already in motion. It also helps to notice the distractions that quietly pull you away from your path. Sometimes it looks like relationships that do not feel right in your heart. Sometimes it looks like situations that drain your energy, or thoughts that convince you to settle for less than what you truly deserve. These are not punishments. They are simply lessons, gently teaching you what real love actually feels like, so you can recognize it when it arrives. You may be wondering how to overcome these challenges when they feel heavy. The answer is simpler than you think. It begins with reconnecting to the source of your strength, whatever that means for you. Whether it is prayer, meditation, quiet reflection, or simply letting go of the fear you have been carrying. Each time you do this, you reinforce the thread that ties you to your future partner. Picture this thread as a lifeline, one that grows stronger with every act of love, trust, and surrender. You are never walking this path completely alone. Something greater is guiding and protecting you, making sure that no matter how uncertain the road feels, you are still moving closer to the love that is meant for you. Here is something beautiful to understand. The person you are meant for feels this pull too. They may not always recognize it, and they may not have the words for it, but the thread connects both of your hearts, quietly guiding you toward each other. When you face challenges, in a way, so do they. When you grow in faith and love, something in them is being shaped too. This connection was never one-sided. It is a partnership even before you have met. There is still more to this story. The thread is not something passive sitting quietly in the background. It is alive. It responds to your choices, your emotions, and your intentions. This is why the way you live your days truly matters. Every step you take toward faith, every choice to trust the process, every small act of kindness toward yourself and others, all of it strengthens the thread and brings you closer to the connection you are meant to have. I need to share something deeper now. The challenges in your life are not random. They are placed on your path to prepare you for the love you are meant to experience. Every obstacle you move through builds your strength and deepens your understanding of what love really means. Think of these challenges as stepping stones, not roadblocks. They are here to refine your heart, so that when the right moment comes, you are ready to receive it fully. As you sit with all of this, ask yourself something honest. Every decision you make either strengthens or weakens this thread. So what will you choose? Will you let fear and doubt cloud your vision? Or will you stand steady in faith, trusting that things are unfolding exactly as they should? Remember, dear one, you are never doing this alone. All you need to do is ask for guidance, and support will find its way to you. Before we move to the next part of this journey, hold on to this thought. The power to protect your love has always lived inside you. But there is still one more piece of the puzzle we need to explore together. So stay with me, because the most important part is still ahead. Now let's go a little deeper into understanding this connection. This thread is not just a nice idea. It is an active, living energy that responds to your choices, your emotions, and your intentions. To protect and strengthen it, you first need to understand how it works and how it links your heart to the person you are meant to be with. This invisible thread is made of something pure, something close to unconditional love, the kind of energy that does not fade or break easily. It moves beyond time and distance, quietly weaving two lives together in ways you might not always notice. This is why, even in moments when you feel completely alone, the connection is still there, still intact. The person meant for you feels your energy too, just as you feel theirs even from a distance. When you think of them, even without knowing who they are yet, something in the universe shifts a little. And here is a gentle secret, dear one. This thread is not fixed or static. It is alive, sensitive, and responsive to the energy you send out into the world. When you act from a place of love, trust, and faith, the thread glows brighter and pulls you closer to your person. But when fear, doubt, or negativity take over, the thread does not break, but it becomes harder to feel, almost like a fog settling over it. The thread itself never disappears. Its brightness simply depends on how aligned you are with love in your everyday life. You might wonder why this connection is so sensitive to your inner world. The reason is simple. It is designed to teach you what real love actually looks like, the patient, enduring, unconditional kind. This is not love built on control or possession. It is love built on freedom, respect, and trust. A partnership where both people grow side by side. Every choice you make, every thought you allow to linger, every word you speak sends energy into this thread. Picture it as a golden cord linking your heart to theirs. When you act with love, the cord glows and hums with life. When fear or anger take over, the cord becomes dim, clouded by heavy emotion. This is why your daily awareness truly matters. The thread is not only a connection to another person. It is also a mirror of your own inner journey. Here is something even more meaningful. This thread does not only connect you to your future partner. It also connects you to something greater, call it the divine, the universe, or simply love itself. When you nurture this connection, you are not only moving closer to your person, you are also aligning with a deeper sense of peace and purpose in your own life. You might be asking yourself, how do I actually strengthen this thread? It begins with awareness. Pay attention to the energy you carry through your day. Are your thoughts leaning toward hope, or are they weighed down by fear and doubt? Every time you notice yourself slipping into negativity, gently pause and remind yourself of the bigger picture and of the love that is quietly making its way toward you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have. When you feel thankful for this connection, even before it has fully shown up in your life, you strengthen your trust in the process. Gratitude shifts your focus from what feels missing to what is already good. And that shift alone changes your energy in a real way. Forgiveness matters here too. Holding on to old pain or resentment creates blockages that get in the way of new love coming in. Forgive yourself for any mistakes you believe you have made. Forgive others who may have hurt you along the way. This is not about excusing what happened. It is about clearing space in your heart so love has room to flow freely again. Remember, dear one, you are not carrying this alone. Support is working quietly behind the scenes to protect and guide you, strengthening things from a place you cannot always see. Your part is simply to keep aligning your own energy and choices with love, patience, and trust. Here is something else worth knowing. This connection is not limited by time. Even if you feel like you have lost chances or made mistakes along the way, the thread is still intact. What is meant for you does not run on a strict human timeline. finds its way to you as long as you stay open. This truth alone can bring so much comfort, no matter what your past has looked like. There is one more layer to this. While the thread connects you to another person, it also holds the key to unlocking your own growth. The challenges on this path are not only about finding love. They are about helping you become the fullest version of yourself. When you understand this, every obstacle turns into an opportunity instead of a setback. Dear soul, before we continue with today's angel message, I'd like to invite you into a small but meaningful act of faith for your soulmate journey. Love is one of heaven's greatest gifts, yet every precious connection can face moments of uncertainty, fear, or unseen negativity. If your heart feels led to place your soulmate connection into God's loving hands, you can sow your seed through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. As you give, let your seed become a heartfelt intention of hope, inviting the angels to surround you and your soulmate with divine protection, healing, wisdom, and perfect timing. May your connection continue to grow under God's guidance, strengthened by love, peace, and His everlasting light. The Bible reminds us that every act of generous giving is an expression of faith. Proverbs 11 verse 25 says, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." And Acts 20 verse 35 reminds us, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." When we give with a joyful heart, we honor God and place our trust in His perfect plan. If you feel called to sow this seed today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May God bless your generosity, strengthen your soulmate bond, and fill your life with love, favor, and heavenly peace. Now, let's continue with today's angel message. Let's go even deeper now into how everything in your life has quietly been shaping this journey. This connection was never a random event. It has unfolded with real intention, purpose, and care. Every part of your story, even the hard parts, even the setbacks, has played a role in preparing you for the love that is meant for you. From the very beginning, the details of your life have been quietly forming your path. Every step, every trial, every joyful moment has been part of something larger. Somewhere in the middle of all of it sits a special connection, a golden thread pointing toward the person you are meant to grow alongside. You may wonder why this connection can feel so hard sometimes if it was meant to happen naturally. Shouldn't love feel effortless if it is truly meant to be? The truth is, real growth is rarely about ease. It is about transformation. Real love asks something of you. It teaches patience, forgiveness, and faith. The hard moments on this path are not obstacles standing in your way. They are stepping stones, gently preparing your heart, strengthening your spirit, and aligning you more closely with the person you are meant to share your life with. One of the more beautiful parts of this whole process is how even your hardest seasons have quietly been used for good. The times you felt lost or alone were never wasted. Something was working in the background, opening doors, creating small openings for you to grow and move a little closer to the connection waiting for you. Heartbreak, when it happened, was never meant to hurt you for no reason. It was there to show you clearly what real love looks like and what it does not. Your future partner is on their own journey too, being shaped and prepared in their own way, just as you are. You may never see their struggles or their small wins, but know that they are being readied for this connection just as much as you are. Even on the days when things feel uncertain, trust that the timing is not off. Everything is aligning quietly, so that when the moment comes, both of your hearts are ready to receive each other. Here is something comforting to hold on to. This kind of love cannot fail. It might be delayed by fear, doubt, or moments of feeling out of alignment, but it cannot be destroyed. The connection is a quiet promise, and as long as you stay open to love, it will continue to hold steady. That is why trusting the process matters so much, even when the path ahead feels unclear. Faith is not about seeing every step. It is about trusting the direction you are moving in. Pay attention, too, to the small signs that show up along your path. Maybe a song plays at exactly the right moment, or you notice something that feels strangely meaningful. These are not just coincidences. Think of them as gentle nudges, quietly reassuring you and guiding you forward. Your intuition works the same way. That quiet inner voice that pulls you toward love and away from fear is worth listening to, even when it leads you somewhere unfamiliar. None of the challenges you face along this path are meant to punish you. They exist because you have more strength, resilience, and potential than you may realize. The love waiting for you is worth every hard season it took to get there. This journey is not only about finding someone to share your life with. It is also about fulfilling something bigger. When two people come together with real love and intention, they become something stronger than either of them alone. A source of light and hope for the people around them too. That is part of why this connection matters so deeply. Now let's talk honestly about the forces that try to get in the way. They are subtle and they often show up disguised as something else, but you have the awareness and the strength to move through them and protect what matters. Doubt is one of the most common. It whispers that this connection is too good to be true, that you are somehow not deserving of deep love, or that the right person will never find their way to you. Doubt chips away at your confidence and pulls your focus toward obstacles instead of possibilities. But doubt only holds power if you allow it to settle in. Faith is the antidote. Every time you choose to trust the process, you quiet the voice of doubt a little more. Fear works differently. It often disguises itself as caution or self-protection. It tells you to guard your heart, hold back your love, or avoid being vulnerable. It is natural to want to protect yourself, but fear can also become a wall that keeps real love out. Fear convinces you to settle for less or to turn away from the path meant for you. But dear one, you were never meant to live small out of fear. You were made to love with courage. When you face your fears with faith, they lose their grip and become stepping stones instead of walls. Distractions are another quiet force. In the middle of busy days, it is easy to lose sight of what actually matters. Work, obligations, or relationships that do not truly align with you can slowly pull your attention away from your deeper path. None of this is dramatic or obvious. It happens quietly, a little at a time. Learning to notice what truly matters and choosing to prioritize it helps keep you on track. Sometimes the people around you, without even meaning to, project their own fears or doubts onto your journey. They might question your choices or unintentionally create confusion in your heart. This can be especially hard because it often comes from people you care about. Still, it matters to protect your own energy and stay grounded in what feels true for you. Your journey is yours, and only you can fully understand the depth of what you are building toward. Impatience is another challenge worth naming honestly. Waiting, especially when you do not know how long it will take, can feel endless. It tempts you to rush things, force outcomes, or settle for less than what you actually want. But patience is really just another form of trust. It is a quiet declaration that you believe good timing exists, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Here is the honest truth about all of these forces, dear one. Doubt, fear, distraction, outside pressure, and impatience are not enemies trying to destroy your chance at love. They are simply part of being human. They exist to challenge you, refine you, and prepare you for the connection you are working toward. Each time you move through one of these forces, you come out stronger, steadier, and more aligned with the life you are building. So how do you actually work through all of this? It starts with awareness. Simply noticing when doubt, fear, or outside noise is influencing you gives you the power to respond with intention instead of reacting on autopilot. The next step is alignment, choosing thoughts, emotions, and actions that reflect love and trust, and letting go of anything, a draining relationship, a limiting belief, a tiring habit that no longer serves you. The third step is action. Faith without action stays stuck. Real growth means actually doing something, whether that is setting aside quiet time for reflection, practicing gratitude, or simply showing up differently in your daily life. And finally, trust. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust that the right things are making their way toward you. Trust is really the bridge between where you stand right now and the life you are working toward. When you trust, even in uncertain moments, you allow things to unfold the way they are meant to. Now let's turn the focus inward, because real change starts there. You already have everything you need inside you to move through these challenges. Faith, gratitude, self-love, intention, and trust are not distant ideas. They are tools you already carry. Faith is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is the quiet certainty that things are unfolding the way they should, even when the path feels unclear. Faith becomes your anchor when doubt tries to pull you off course, and your light when fear clouds your view. Every time you choose faith over fear, you strengthen your connection to the life you are building. Gratitude works alongside faith beautifully. When you focus on what you already have, the growth, the lessons, the small blessings, you shift your energy toward abundance instead of lack. This shift genuinely changes how you experience your days. Try thanking yourself or whatever you believe in for the love that is coming even before it has fully shown up. That mindset alone starts to change things. Self-love deserves real attention too, dear one. The love you hope to receive from someone else has to start with how you treat yourself. Self-love is not selfish. It is simply recognizing your own worth. When you honor yourself, you naturally become more aligned with the kind of love you deserve. It also acts as a kind of shield, giving you the confidence to move past doubt, the courage to face fear, and the clarity to notice distractions before they pull you off track. Small acts of self-care and self-compassion quietly strengthen everything else in your life. Intention matters just as much. When you deliberately focus your energy and attention on what you want to build, you naturally align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with that goal. Your intentions work like seeds. With faith, gratitude, and self-love as the soil, those seeds grow into something real over time. Your words carry more weight than you might realize. The way you talk about love, about yourself, and about your journey shapes your inner energy. Speaking with hope and warmth strengthens your path forward. Speaking with doubt or negativity dims it. Try speaking life into your own journey. Say things like, I am worthy of real love. I am open to deep connection. My path is unfolding exactly as it should. These small affirmations shift your inner state more than you might expect. Quiet practices like prayer or meditation, in whatever form feels right for you, can also help. These are not just requests sent out into the void. They are moments of genuine connection, a chance to align your heart with something bigger than your daily worries. In stillness, you can quiet the noise of fear and doubt and tune into a calmer, clearer version of yourself. Visualization can help too. Picture a warm golden thread connecting your heart to the life you are building. See it glowing, steady, and strong. Feel the warmth of that connection even before it has fully arrived. This simple practice fills you with a sense of peace and quiet confidence. Forgiveness is another key piece. It clears the path for new things to enter your life. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, for moments of doubt, or for choices that pulled you away from your own path. Forgive others who may have hurt you along the way. Forgiveness is not about excusing what happened. It is about releasing the weight of resentment so there is room for something better. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. Throughout the Bible, we see that giving is more than an offering. It's a beautiful expression of faith, gratitude, and trust in God's plan. As 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 reminds us, God loves a cheerful giver, and Luke 6 verse 38 teaches that generosity has a way of overflowing back into our lives according to God's wisdom and timing. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. Finally, dear one, your power lies in trusting the timing of your life. Trust that things are unfolding exactly as they are supposed to. Impatience might tempt you to rush things, but remember, good timing rarely feels rushed. Trust is the bridge between where you are standing now and the life that is quietly making its way to you. When you bring together faith, gratitude, self-love, intention, honest words, quiet reflection, forgiveness, and trust, you become an active participant in your own life, not just someone waiting for things to happen. You align yourself with the good that is already in motion. Now let's talk about practical steps, real, simple things you can actually do. These are not complicated tasks. They are small, meaningful practices that will bring clarity to your heart and strengthen the path you are on. The first step is honest surrender. This does not mean giving up or losing control. It means consciously letting go of the need to force every outcome and choosing instead to trust the process. You might start your day with a simple thought like, I release my worries today, and I trust that I am being guided toward where I need to be. This small shift opens space for good things to unfold naturally. The second step is practicing real patience. Patience is more than just waiting quietly. It is trusting that timing matters, and that delays often carry their own purpose. When impatience shows up, gently remind yourself that everything is preparing you for what is coming. Practicing mindfulness, staying present instead of rushing ahead in your mind, helps build this kind of patience. The third step is actively nurturing your own inner world. Spend a few quiet minutes each day checking in with yourself, reflecting on your thoughts, your feelings, and what you truly need. This is not just symbolic. It genuinely shapes the energy you carry into your days. The fourth step is self-discovery and growth. This journey is just as much about becoming who you are meant to be as it is about anything external. Every challenge you face and every lesson you learn is preparing you for something meaningful. Take time to reflect honestly. ask yourself what you might need to heal or release in order to move forward fully. This could mean letting go of old wounds, releasing limiting beliefs, or building new habits that support the life you actually want. The fifth step is staying open to guidance wherever it comes from. Life often sends quiet signs, moments of clarity, unexpected nudges, or a strong gut feeling. Stay open to these. Set aside a little time each day, even just a few minutes, for quiet reflection or prayer, and trust that clarity comes in its own time. The sixth step is letting go of what no longer serves you. To make room for something better, you sometimes need to release things that are holding you back, unhealthy patterns, old fears, or draining relationships. Letting go takes courage, but it is also an act of faith, a quiet declaration that you are ready for something better. The seventh step is creating a clear vision for your future. While staying present matters, it also helps to picture the kind of life and connection you want to build. Imagine the warmth, the shared laughter, the sense of ease you are working toward. Writing this down and revisiting it often keeps you focused on what truly matters to you. The eighth step is taking real action. Faith without action tends to stay stuck. Take small, intentional steps that align with what you want, showing up for opportunities, staying open to new experiences, and being genuinely present with the people already in your life. The ninth step is practicing gratitude and celebration. Take time to appreciate the journey itself, even before you have reached where you are going. Gratitude shifts your focus from what feels missing to what is already good, and that shift creates real, lasting change in how you move through your days. The 10th and final step is staying steady in your trust. Trust that things are unfolding the way they need to, that timing matters, and that everything is coming together in its own way. Trust does not always bring complete clarity, but it does bring a sense of peace. And with that peace, you can move forward with quiet confidence. These 10 steps are not a checklist to rush through and forget. They are practices to gently weave into your everyday life. Each one brings you a little closer to the connection and the life you are meant to have. Now, dear one, here is the truth I want to leave you with. The connection you are building toward with yourself, and eventually with someone who truly sees you, is real. Challenges, delays, or moments of doubt do not erase it. It remains steady underneath everything, just like the sun still shines above the clouds on a gray day, even when you cannot see it. You may wonder why something so solid can still feel fragile sometimes. The answer is simple. This journey is not about instant results. It is about growth. It asks you to heal, to trust, and to stretch in ways that challenge you. Moments of doubt or distance are not signs that something is broken. They are simply part of the process of becoming ready. Remember, dear one, you are not a passive bystander in your own story. You are an active part of it. Every choice you make, every act of love toward yourself and others, adds to the strength and clarity of your path. And just as you are growing, so is the timing of everything around you, quietly aligning in ways you cannot always see. This brings us to something important. This journey toward deep connection is also a journey back to yourself. The love you are hoping to find one day is often a reflection of the love you are learning to give yourself right now. The challenges, the lessons, the growth, none of it is wasted. It is shaping you into who you are meant to become. I want you to pause for a moment and really sit with this. This journey is not only about romantic love. It is about purpose. It is about becoming someone capable of real connection, real light, and real meaning in your own life and in the lives of the people around you. As we bring this journey together, remember the tools you now carry. Faith, trust, gratitude, self-love, and intention will help you stay aligned. Patience, surrender, and action will move you forward, one honest step at a time. And above all, remember this: you are never truly alone. When you feel unsure or lost, pause, breathe, and reconnect with your own inner steadiness. It is always there, ready to support you. Before we part today, here is one last simple practice for you. Take a quiet moment each day to reconnect with yourself. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and imagine a warm golden thread of light growing stronger with every breath. As you do this, you might repeat a simple thought to yourself, something like, "My path is sacred, my growth is real, and I trust that good things are making their way toward me." This small ritual can anchor you in truth on the days you need it most. Now, dear one, it is time to step forward with confidence and hope. This path is rarely a straight line. It winds, it teaches, it transforms. But every step you take is bringing you closer to something meaningful. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be right now. As you move forward, remember that the love you are seeking is already growing inside you. By nurturing it there first, you naturally align with the kind of connection that is meant for your life. You are not chasing something outside yourself. You are simply remembering the truth of who you already are. And finally, know this: whatever you are hoping for is closer than it feels. The path is already quietly drawing things together. Stay open, stay steady, and stay true to what genuinely calls to your heart. The best really is still ahead of you, and your journey, exactly as it is unfolding, is proof of how much strength and light you truly carry. Go now, dear one, with a little more peace in your heart and a little more hope in your spirit. Trust in the path you are walking because it is leading you somewhere good. The connection you are working toward is not a distant dream. It is already woven into the story of your life, growing stronger with every bit of faith, love, and trust you offer it. The road ahead may still have twists and turns, but you now carry the tools to move through them with grace. Faith will guide you, trust will steady you, and love, both for yourself and for whoever walks beside you one day, will be your compass. Whenever doubt or fear creeps back in, come back to what you have learned here today. And remember that nothing worth having falls apart just because the path gets hard for a little while. You are never alone in this. Even in uncertain moments, you are held by something steady and quiet, gently guiding every part of your life toward more light. Trust that this path is leading you toward something not only beautiful, but truly transformative, something that will lift your spirit and help you live with more purpose. Carry these final words with you. You are worthy of real, lasting connection. You are exactly where you are meant to be right now. Move forward with an open heart and steady faith, because what you are seeking is also making its way toward you. Everything is aligning quietly and perfectly in its own time. Until we meet again, may you walk through your days with more light, more love, and a deeper sense of certainty that your journey matters. You are valued, dear one, today and always. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.